So welcome back to the course of problem solving and programming. Um, in previous lecture, we had seen how to develop an algorithm for a given problem, how to write pseudocode, and how to draw a flowchart for that. So here I am with the different types of examples. So on just I wanted to explain how to yeah. So the first problem with a simple problem to little tougher problems I'm going to explain in this lecture. Yeah, fine. The first problem that I'm going to discuss is suppose if a mark has been considered as input. So my input is mark. So input mark value. Now there are certain conditions. So 80 less than a less than are equal to 100 in the sense. So 80 less than a less than or equal to 100 in the sense. Yeah. If mark lies between 80 and 100, then it is equivalent to A grade. That means if mark is greater than 80 and mark is less than or equal to 100, then it is A grade. So from 80 to that means if it is here it is less than symbol, that means it should be greater than 80. Even 80 will be considered as B grade. So fine, this is grade equal to A. Print A grade. So then if otherwise if I can take the condition itself, if the given mark is greater than 60 and given mark is less than or equal to 80, then it is B grade. Likewise, certain 4 conditions have been given. So now I'll explain how to write a flowchart, algorithm for this, as well as after that pseudocode and how to draw the flowchart. So little faster I'm going because I already explained the basics. So step 1 I'm going to discuss here. Step 1, what I'm going to do? So start the process, and step 2, read mark value, and step 3, check the entered mark value. If the given mark is greater than 80, okay, and given mark is less than or equal to 100, then print A. That means I'm going to print A. So now step 4. So what I'm going to do here, if given mark is greater than 60 and mark less than or equal to 80, then print B. Fine. Next 40, 60, it is C. Step 5. So if I'm going to check the condition again, if given mark is greater than 40 and mark is less than or equal to 60, then print C. In the worst case, In the last case, that is if given mark is 0 and 40. If mark is greater than 0 or greater than or equal to 0, because it can be 0 also, and mark less than or equal to 40, then print undefined grade. Yeah. Now step 7. Stop the process. Now my question is, suppose if I entered suppose if I am entering some 89 as an input, that means mark value I am giving 89. So a mark is greater than 80 and mark is less than or equal to 100. Fine. So it is valid in between. That means it is lying in between 80 and 100. So I can say that it is A grade. Once A grade is done, do I need to check the second case, step 4, step 5, step 6? I need not check all those things. Then what I can do here is I can use a keyword called as else. Here I can use the keyword called as else. So what is the advantage of else keyword? So I am going to write here with a different pen. Yeah. So I am going to keep it a certain color. Yeah. So what I am going to write here? I am going to write a keyword called as else. What is this else meaning? So if first condition is true, don't check the second condition. There is no need of checking the second condition, because first condition print A is over. Directly go to step 7. That is the meaning of else. So now if first condition is false, that means if my given mark, second case, if I am giving 69, then I will check. So else if mark greater than 60 and mark less than or equal to 80, then print B. So directly I can go from here step 7, because I have printed the particular I had already the means I am printing relevant grade. Then I can go to step 7 directly. Similarly in this case also else, this case also else. So that means the else keyword will be useful to reduce the burden on the compiler. So if I use if everywhere, so even though this condition is true, I am going to check this one, this one, this one, to avoid the redundant to avoid the unnecessary checkings. I am going for the else case. Go to step 7. Go to step 7. Now how I am going to represent with a pseudocode, you can see once. Yeah, pseudocode. I am writing pseudocode like algorithm grade display for the given mark. So fine. So what is the that means what is the first step? Read mark or input mark. Third step. So if mark is greater than 80 and mark less than or equal to 100, then print A. This is fourth step. Now as I told, I am going to use else. Else if mark greater than 60 and mark less than or equal to 80, then I'm going to print B grade. Then else if mark greater than 40 and mark less than or equal to 60, then it is then it is print C grade. The next step, else if mark greater than or equal to 0 and mark less than or equal to 40, then print U. 10th step, end if. 11th step, end program. So that means if is finished at this particular place. That means any of these conditions will be checked at that means any of these conditions will be satisfied. Now in the last, so if this is okay, fine. So I'm going to specify this one is true. If this one is true, it will print A, fine. If it is not true, then it will go to and it will print A, B. If it is not true, then it will go and it will print C. Now if I have given 30, this is not true, this is not true, this is not true, and finally we have only one chance, that is print U. So in that case I need not write this part. This entire part I need not write. That is the optimization. So now I'm going to draw the flowchart for the respective. So I'm going to draw the flowchart. You can see. So this is start symbol, I'm assuming. Then I'm going to keep a read mark. So this is a read mark. Then I'm going to keep condition. This is the first condition. As you know that if the condition will be having two cases, one is true and the second one is false. And this is the if first condition. Little bigger I'm keeping because the condition is little bigger. Fine. The next one is if condition is true, then I'm going to print something. If condition is false, then I'm going to check the next condition. If it is true, fine. If it is not true, then I'm going to check the next condition. If it is true, fine. If it is not true, then I'm going to check the next condition. Otherwise I need not check the condition also. So that's as I explained. So fine. So this is start symbol, F2 start, and this is read mark value, read M marks as M, fine. So is M is greater than 80 and M is less than or equal to 100. Is this true? So I can drag this little bit. Now if it is true, then I am going to print a statement, print A. Print grade A. So then otherwise if it is not true, then I'm going to check the another condition, whether the marks values are little Is there any, is it lying in between 60 and 80? Yeah. Is m is greater than 60 and m is less than or equal to 80, F2, yeah, if m is less than or equal to 60 and sorry, greater than 60, and if m is less than or equal to 80, then I'm going to do another operation. What is that? Print b. Fine. So now I'm going to check another condition. What is that next condition? So just I'm moving all these things to the left side, little left. Yeah. I'm going to print the next condition is, yeah, m is greater than 40 and m is less than or equal to 60. So this is the third condition. So fine. If it is the case, then it is print C. Then else I'm going to print U. If none of the conditions are true, then I'm going to print U. So finally I'm going to, yeah, finally I'm going to end this with one stop statement. Let us assume that this is the terminator. Just I'm moving little up. Yeah, fine. So this is the terminator. And I'm connecting with all those things with one connector. This is stop. So fine. Now, so this is a connector which is having many connections. See, and now I'm going to draw the arrows. This is start, read mark as M. Then is M is greater than 80 and M less than or equal to true. So fine, this is true. This is a true case. Yes. Otherwise, no. Drag it. Sorry, a small dragging problem. I'll try to solve it. You can see. Yeah. So fine. If this is the case, then I'm going to print it as print B. Then, so if this is also false, then I'm going to use the third option, that is m greater than 40 and m less than or equal to 60. If it is true, then it is going to print C. Else I'm going to print it as print U. Yeah. So now, so if it is a print U, print A, then I'm going to end it. Yeah. If it is a print B, then also I'm going to end it. If it is, sorry, if it is print C, then also I'm going to end it. So I'll try to do like this. One second, can I draw this to arrow? So hope I cannot draw it to arrow. How to keep a new line? So fine, I can draw it to the first. Fine, I can draw it directly to this one. and this one will be connected to this one. So everything is connecting to end. So this is a simple flowchart. So I can keep this one as no. Yeah. So it's already taking 20 minutes. I thought of finishing many, but only this one is taking 20 minutes. F2. This is no. And this one is yes, and this one is no. Yeah. So this is the program. This is the simple flowchart. So you can see I'm going to save it as export as PNG. So fine, and that PNG image I am exporting here. So I thought of finishing 2 more experiments. So I will try to finish them in the next video. So thank you for watching this example. So it is a little small easy, but we have to come to know about the if-else conditions. So algorithms and flowcharts are very easy. If you learn this and if you try to learn your programming, then you can do any programming easily. Otherwise programming is a little difficult. You will feel that it is a difficult. If you learn algorithms and flowcharts, then programming logical thinking will be very easy. So thank you for watching this video.